قال ألم أقل لك إنك لن تستطيع معي صبرا.
He, the great divine being, said, Did I not tell you that you would not certainly be able to bear with me patiently?
قال إن سألتك عن شيء بعدها فلا تصاحبني قد بلغت من لدني عذرا.
Moses said, If I question you about anything after this, keep me in your company no more, for in that case you shall have reached the extent of being excused by me. I shall have no excuse to offer.
فانطلقا حتى إذا أتيا أهل قرية استطعما أهلها فأبوا أن يضيفوهما فوجدا فيها جدارا يريد أن ينقض فأقامه قال لو شئت لاتخذت عليه أجرا.
So both of them again set out till when they came upon the inhabitants of a town, they asked them for food, but they refused to entertain them as guests. Then they found therein a wall which was on the point of falling down, and he, the divine being, repaired it. Moses said, If you had wanted, you could have charged for it.
قال هذا فراق بيني وبينك سأنبئك بتأويل ما لم تستطع عليه صبرا.
The divine being thereupon said, This is the parting of the ways between me and you. Now I shall tell you the significance of that with which you could not have patience.
أما السفينة فكانت لمساكين يعملون في البحر فأردت أن أعيبها وكان وراءهم ملك يأخذ كل سفينة غصبا.
As for the boat, it belonged to certain poor people who worked on the river, and in their rear there was a brutal king who seized every good boat by force. So I chose to damage it.
وأما الغلام فكان أبواه مؤمنين فخشينا أن يرهقهما طغيانا وكفرا.
And as for the boy, his parents were believers, and we feared that he should involve them in trouble through transgression and disbelief.
فأردنا أن يبدلهما ربهما خيرا منه زكاة وأقرب رحما.
So we desired that their Lord should give them in his place a child superior to him in virtue and purity, and more regardful to attend to the right of relationships.
وأما الجدار فكان لغلامين يتيمين في المدينة وكان تحته كنز لهما وكان أبوهما صالحا فأراد ربك أن يبلغا أشدهما ويستخرجا كنزهما رحمة من ربك وما فعلته عن أمري ذلك تأويل ما لم تسطع عليه صبرا.
As for the wall, it belonged to 2 orphan boys of the town, and under this wall there was a treasure belonging to them, and their father had been a righteous man. So your Lord desired that they should attain their age of full strength, and then take out their treasure, a mercy from your Lord. And I did not do it of my own accord. Whatever I did was the will of the Lord. This is the significance of that which you were not able to bear with patience.
وَيَسْأَلُونَكَ عَنْ ذِي الْقَرْنَيْنِ قُلْ سَأَتْلُو عَلَيْكُمْ مِنْهُ ذِكْرًا.
And they ask you about Dhul-Qarnayn, Cyrus of Persia. Say, I will just recite to you some of his account.
إِنَّا مَكَّنَّا لَهُ فِي الْأَرْضِ وَآتَيْنَاهُ مِنْ كُلِّ شَيْءٍ سَبَبًا.
Verily, we granted him authority on the earth, and provided him with all sorts of means.
فَأَتْبَعَ سَبَبًا.
Then it so happened that he launched out on a particular course.
حتى إذا بلغ مغرب الشمس وجدها تغرب في عين حمئة ووجد عندها قوما قلنا يا ذا القرنين إما أن تعذب وإما أن تتخذ فيهم حسنا.
So that when he reached the land of the setting of the sun, he found it disappearing as if in a vast muddy pool of murky water, and close to it he found a certain people. We said, Dhul-Qarnayn, you may either punish them or treat them with kindness.
قال أما من ظلم فسوف نعذبه ثم يرد إلى ربه فيعذبه عذابا نكرا.
He said, well, as for him who transgresses and does wrong, we shall certainly punish him. Then will he be produced before his Lord, who will inflict upon him a dreadful punishment.
وَأَمَّا مَنْ آمَنَ وَعَمِلَ صَالِحًا فَلَهُ جَزَاءً الْحُسْنَى وَسَنَقُولُ لَهُ مِنْ أَمْرِنَا يُسْرًا.
But as for him who submits and believes and acts righteously, there is for him a handsome reward with his Lord, and we shall speak to him easy words of our command.
ثُمَّ أَتْبَعَ سَبَبًا.
Then he launched out on another course.
حتى إذا بلغ مطلع الشمس وجدها تطلع على قوم لم نجعل لهم من دونها سترا.
So that when he reached the land of the rising of the sun, he found it rising on a people for whom he had provided no shelter against it.
كذلك وقد أحطنا بما لديه خبرا.
That is how it was. As for him, we alone had full knowledge of all that he had with him.
ثم أتبع سببا.
Then he launched out onto yet another course.
حتى إذا بلغ بين السدين وجد من دونهما قوما لا يكادون يفقهون قولا.
So that when he reached a place between two barriers, he found in their vicinity a people who could hardly understand speech.
قالوا يا ذا القرنين إن يأجوج ومأجوج مفسدون في الأرض فهل نجعل لك خرجا على أن تجعل بيننا وبينهم سدا.
They said, Dhul-Qarnayn, Gog and Magog are playing havoc in this country. Shall we pay you tribute on condition that you set up a barrier between us and them?
قال ما مكني فيه ربي خير فأعينوني بقوة أجعل بينكم وبينهم ردما.
He said, "The power which my Lord has endowed me with about this is better than your tribute. You only help me with your resources and human endeavor of physical strength. I will raise a rampart between you and them."
آتوني زبر الحديد حتى إذا ساوى بين الصدفين قال انفخوا حتى إذا جعله نارا قال آتوني أفرغ عليه قطرا.
Then he said, "Bring me ingots of iron." So that when all was provided for, and he had filled the space between the two barriers, he said, "Now blow with your bellows." They blew till when he had made it red hot as fire, he said, "Bring me molten copper that I may pour it thereon."
فما استطاعوا أن يظهروه وما استطاعوا له نقبا.
So there was built the rampart which they, Gog and Magog, could neither scale, nor they had the strength to cause a breach through it.
قال هذا رحمة من ربي فإذا جاء وعد ربي جعله دكاء وكان وعد ربي حقا.
He said thereupon, "This rampart signifies a great mercy of my Lord. But when the promise of my Lord about the spread of the tentacles of Gog and Magog all over the world shall come to pass, he will raise it to the ground, crumbling it to pieces. And the promise of my Lord is certainly true."
وتركنا بعضهم يومئذ يموج في بعض ونفخ في الصور فجمعناهم جمعا.
And we shall leave them, Gog and Magog, alone, at that time surging as waves in furious attacks, one over another. And the trumpet shall be blown. Then shall we gather them all together.
وعرضنا جهنم يومئذ للكافرين عرضا.
And we shall, in a way, present hell on that day, face to face to the disbelievers.
الذين كانت أعينهم في غطاء عن ذكري وكانوا لا يستطيعون سمعا.
Those of them whose eyes were under a cover not heeding my reminder, and they could not even afford to hear to the voice of truth.
أفحسب الذين كفروا أن يتخذوا عبادي من دوني أولياء إنا أعتدنا جهنم للكافرين نزلا.
Do those disbelievers think, even then, that they can take my servants as patrons to my exclusion? Let them know, surely we have prepared Gehenna for the disbelievers as an entertainment.
قل هل ننبئكم بالأخسرين أعمالا.
Say, shall we inform you of those whose deeds shall spell their utter loss?
الذين ضل سعيهم في الحياة الدنيا وهم يحسبون أنهم يحسنون صنعا.
They are those whose efforts are all lost in pursuit of things relating to the life of this world. Yet they think they are doing works of good manufacturing.
أولئك الذين كفروا بآيات ربهم ولقائه فحبطت أعمالهم فلا نقيم لهم يوم القيامة وزنا.
It is these who disbelieve in and deny the messages of Allah and the meeting with Him. So their deeds have gone vain, and on the day of resurrection we shall assign them no weight.
ذلك جزاؤهم جهنم بما كفروا واتخذوا آياتي ورسلي هزوا.
That is their recompense, Jahannam, because they disbelieved and they looked down upon my signs and my messengers.
إن الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات كانت لهم جنات الفردوس نزلا.
Those who believe and do deeds of righteousness will have gardens of paradise for an entertainment and an abode.
خالدين فيها لا يبغون عنها حولا.
Wherein they shall abide forever, having no desire to be removed from there.
قل لو كان البحر مدادا لكلمات ربي لنفد البحر قبل أن تنفد كلمات ربي ولو جئنا بمثله مددا.
Say, if every ocean became ink for recording the words and creation of my Lord, surely the oceans would be spent up before the words and creation of my Lord came to an end, even if we brought to add therewith as many more oceans.
قل إنما أنا بشر مثلكم يوحى إلي أنما إلهكم إله واحد فمن كان يرجو لقاء ربه فليعمل عملا صالحا ولا يشرك بعبادة ربه أحدا.
Say, I am but a human being like you. It has been revealed to me that your God is only one God. So let him who hopes to meet his Lord do deeds of righteousness, and let him associate no one in the worship of his Lord. Maryam, Mary, with the name of Allah, the most gracious, the ever merciful.
كافها يا عين صاد.
Kaf, Ha, Ya, Ain, Sad. Allah is sufficient for all, and He is the true guide, bestower of mercy and security and blessings, the all-knowing, the supermost, truthful.
ذكر رحمة ربك عبده زكريا.
This is an account of the mercy of your Lord shown to his servant Zachariah.
إذ نادى ربه نداء خفيا.
When he called upon his God, crying aloud in humble supplication.
قال رب إني وهن العظم مني واشتعل الرأس شيبا ولم أكن بدعائك رب شقيا.
He said, praying, My Lord, now the very bones within me have waxed feeble, and the hair of my head are all gray and hoary. My Lord, never have I been hitherto deprived of a favorable response to my prayer to you.
وإني خفت الموالي من ورائي وكانت امرأتي عاقرا فهب لي من لدنك وليا.
I fear for the unrighteousness of my kinsfolk after me, and my wife is barren. Grant me by your special grace a pious and righteous successor,
يرثني ويرث من آل يعقوب واجعله رب رضيا.
who may be an heir to me and inherit the divine blessings promised to the house of Jacob, and make him, my Lord, well-pleasing to you.
يا زكريا إنا نبشرك بغلام اسمه يحيى لم نجعل له من قبل سميا.
God accepted his prayer and said, Zachariah, we give you the glad tidings of the birth of a son named Yahya, John, who will live long. We have made none like him in your house before this.
قال رب أنى يكون لي غلام وكانت امرأتي عاقرا وقد بلغت من الكبر عتيا.
He, Zachariah, said, My Lord, how shall I beget a son when my wife is barren and I have already reached the extreme limit of old age?
قال كذلك قال ربك هو علي هين وقد خلقتك من قبل ولم تك شيئا.
The Lord said, So shall it be. And the angel bearing the revelation said, Your Lord says it is easy for me, and behold, I have created you before this, whereas you too were nothing.
قال رب اجعل لي آية قال آيتك ألا تكلم الناس 3 ليال سويا.
He, Zachariah, said, My Lord, appoint for me a commandment. The Lord said, The commandment for you is that you shall not speak to people for 3 successive days and nights, being in sound health.
فخرج على قومه من المحراب فأوحى إليهم أن سبحوا بكرة وعشيا.
Then he, Zachariah, went forth to his people from the sanctuary, and told them in a low voice and by signs, to glorify their Lord morning and evening.
يا يحيى خذ الكتاب بقوة وآتيناه الحكم صبيا.
We said to John, Yahya, hold fast the divine book, and while he was yet a child, we gave him wisdom.
وحنانا من لدنا وزكاة وكان تقيا.
And tender-heartedness and purity by our special grace. He was one who carefully guarded against evil.
وبرا بوالديه ولم يكن جبارا عصيا.
And he was dutiful towards his parents, and he was neither arrogant nor rebellious.
وسلام عليه يوم ولد ويوم يموت ويوم يبعث حيا.
Blessed was he the day he was born, and the day he died, and peace will be upon him the day he will be raised to life again.
واذكر في الكتاب مريم إذ انتبذت من أهلها مكانا شرقيا.
And give an account of Mary in this book, when she withdrew from her people to an eastern spacious place of the temple.
فاتخذت من دونهم حجابا فأرسلنا إليها روحنا فأرسلنا إليها روحنا فتمثل لها بشرا سويا.
Then she screened herself off from them. Then we sent to her our angel of revelation, and he presented himself to her in the form of a perfect and well-proportioned man.
قالت إني أعوذ بالرحمن منك إن كنت تقيا.
Mary said, I invoke the most gracious God to defend me from you. If you guard the least against evil, leave me alone.
قال إنما أنا رسول ربك لأهب لك غلاما زكيا.
He said, I am but a messenger of your Lord. I give you glad tidings of a most pure son.
قالت أنى يكون لي غلام ولم يمسسني بشر ولم أك بغيا.
She said, How can I bear a son while no man has married me and has yet touched me, nor have I been unchaste?
قال كذلك قال ربك هو علي هين ولنجعله آية للناس ورحمة منا وكان أمرا مقضيا.
The angel said, So the fact is just as you describe. Your Lord has said, It is easy for me. We shall do it so that we make him a sign and a source of blessing from us for the people. It is a matter ordained.
فحملته فانتبذت به مكانا قصيا.
She, Mary, conceived him and withdrew with him to a remote place.
فأجاءها المخاض إلى جذع النخلة قالت يا ليتني مت قبل هذا وكنت نسيا منسيا.
At the time of the delivery of the child, the throes of childbirth drove her to the trunk of the palm tree. She said, Oh, would that I had become unconscious before this, and had become a thing gone and forgotten.
فناداها من تحتها ألا تحزني قد جعل ربك تحتك سريا.
Then a voice called her from the side of the slope by her, saying, Do not grieve. Your Lord has placed a rivulet on the side of the slope by you.
وهزي إليك بجذع النخلة تساقط عليك رطبا جنيا.
Shake the branch of the palm tree, drawing it towards you. It will cause fresh and ripe dates to fall upon you.
فكلي واشربي وقري عينا فإما ترين من البشر أحدا فقولي إني نذرت للرحمن صوما فلن أكلم اليوم إنسيا.
Eat therefore and drink and be happy. Then if you see any human being, tell him, I have vowed a fast to the gracious God, so I will not speak to any human being today.
فأتت به قومها تحمله قالوا يا مريم لقد جئت شيئا فريا.
When Jesus grew up, she took him to her people, carrying him on a mount. They said, "Mary, you have brought a strange thing."
يا أخت هارون ما كان أبوك امرأ سوء وما كانت أمك بغيا.
O sister of Aaron, your father was not a bad man, nor was your mother unchaste.
فأشارت إليه قالوا كيف نكلم من كان في المهد صبيا.
Thereupon she pointed to him. They said, "How should we speak to one who was till recently a child in the cradle?"
قال إني عبد الله آتاني الكتاب وجعلني نبيا.
It came to pass that the son of Mary said, "I am indeed a servant of Allah. He has given me the book and made me a prophet."
وجعلني مباركا أينما كنت وأوصاني بالصلاة والزكاة ما دمت حيا.
And he has made me blessed wherever I may be, and he has enjoined upon me prayer and almsgiving so long as I live.
وبرا بوالدتي ولم يجعلني جبارا شقيا.
And he has made me dutiful to my mother, and he has not made me arrogant, graceless.
والسلام علي يوم ولدت ويوم أموت ويوم أبعث حيا.
And peace was upon me the day I was born, and peace will be upon me the day I die, and the day I shall be raised up to life again.
ذلك عيسى ابن مريم قول الحق الذي فيه يمترون.
Such was Jesus, son of Mary. This is a statement of true facts about him, concerning which they so deeply disagree.
ما كان لله أن يتخذ من ولد سبحانه إذا قضى أمرا فإنما يقول له كن فيكون.
It does not behove the majesty of Allah to take to himself a son. Holy is he. When he decrees a matter, he only commands it, be, and it comes to be.
وَإِنَّ اللَّهَ رَبِّي وَرَبُّكُمْ فَاعْبُدُوهُ هَذَا صِرَاطٌ مُسْتَقِيمٌ.
Jesus said, "Surely Allah is my Lord and your Lord, so worship him alone. This is the exact right path."
فاختلف الأحزاب من بينهم فويل للذين كفروا من مشهد يوم عظيم.
Yet the various sects were divided among themselves. Woe shall befall those who deny the meeting of the great day.
أسمع بهم وأبصر يوم يأتوننا لكن الظالمون اليوم في ضلال مبين.
How clear they will hear, and how well they will see on the day they come to us. But this day the unjust are steeped in manifest error.
وأنذرهم يوم الحسرة إذ قضي الأمر وهم في غفلة وهم لا يؤمنون.
Warn them of the day of intense regret, when the matter is decided and it is all over, and they are still steeped in ignorance and negligence, and they do not believe.
إنا نحن نرث الأرض ومن عليها وإلينا يرجعون.
It is we who will remain after the earth, and all who are inhabiting it have perished. To us shall they all be returned.
واذكر في الكتاب إبراهيم إنه كان صديقا نبيا.
Give an account of Abraham in this book. Surely he was a very truthful man, a prophet.
إذ قال لأبيه يا أبت لم تعبد ما لا يسمع ولا يبصر ولا يغني عنك شيئا.
Behold, he said to his sire, My dear sire, why do you worship that which can neither hear nor see, nor can be of any avail to you?
يا أبت إني قد جاءني من العلم ما لم يأتك فاتبعني أهدك صراطا سويا.
My dear sire, indeed I have been given the sort of knowledge which has not been given to you. So follow me. I will guide you along the straight path.
يا أبت لا تعبد الشيطان إن الشيطان كان للرحمن عصيا.
My dear sire, do not serve Satan. Surely Satan is disobedient to the most gracious God.
يا أبت إني أخاف أن يمسك عذاب من الرحمن فتكون للشيطان وليا.
My dear sire, if you went on serving Satan, I fear lest some punishment from the most gracious God should seize you so that you should become an associate of Satan.
قال أراغب أنت عن آلهتي يا إبراهيم لئن لم تنته لأرجمنك واهجرني مليا.
Thereupon Abraham's uncle replied, Do you dare to be averse to my gods, O Abraham? If you do not give up, I shall certainly cut off all relations with you. You had better leave me alone for a time.
قال سلام عليك سأستغفر لك ربي إنه كان بي حفيا.
Abraham said, leaving him, Peace be upon you. I will ask protection for you from my Lord. He is indeed gracious to me.
وأعتزلكم وما تدعون من دون الله وأدعو ربي عسى ألا أكون بدعاء ربي شقيا.
I shall keep away from you and from that which you call upon besides Allah. I will pray to my Lord. I hope that in praying to my Lord I shall not be disappointed.
فلما اعتزلهم وما يعبدون من دون الله وهبنا له إسحاق ويعقوب وكلا جعلنا نبيا.
So he, Abraham, kept away from them, and from that which they worshipped besides Allah. We bestowed on him Isaac and Jacob. We made each of them a prophet.
وَوَهَبْنَا لَهُم مِّن رَّحْمَتِنَا وَجَعَلْنَا لَهُمْ لِسَانَ صِدْقٍ عَلِيًّا.
And we bestowed our blessings upon them, and we granted them a sublime and lasting good name, and made the people remember and mention them.
واذكر في الكتاب موسى إنه كان مخلصا وكان رسولا نبيا.
Give an account of Moses in this book. He was indeed a purified and chosen one, and he was a messenger, a prophet.
وناديناه من جانب الطور الأيمن وقربناه نجيا.
And we called out to him from the blessed side of the Mount Sinai, and we made him draw near to us for close and special communion.
ووهبنا له من رحمتنا أخاه هارون نبيا.
And out of our mercy we bestowed upon him as his helper his brother Aaron, also a prophet.
واذكر في الكتاب إسماعيل إنه كان صادق الوعد وكان رسولا نبيا.
Give an account of Ismail in this book. He too was strictly true to his promise, and he was a messenger, a prophet.
وكان يأمر أهله بالصلاة والزكاة وكان عند ربه مرضيا.
He enjoined his people to observe prayer and present alms. He was well pleasing to his Lord.
واذكر في الكتاب إدريس إنه كان صديقا نبيا.
And give an account of Idris, Enoch, in this book. He was a very truthful man, a prophet.
ورفعناه مكانا عليا.
And we raised him to an exalted position.
أولئك الذين أنعم الله عليهم من النبيين من ذرية آدم وممن حملنا مع نوح ومن ذرية إبراهيم وإسرائيل وممن هدينا واجتبينا إذا تتلى عليهم آيات الرحمن خروا سجدا وبكيا.
It is these people on whom Allah did bestow his blessings. They were all prophets. They were of the posterity of Adam and of those whom we carried in the ark with Noah. Some of them were of the posterity of Abraham and Israel, and of those whom we guided and chose. They would fall prostrating, glorifying God and weeping when the messages of the most gracious Lord were recited to them.
فخلف من بعدهم خلف أضاعوا الصلاة واتبعوا الشهوات فسوف يلقون غيا.
But after them evil descendants came, who neglected prayer and pursued their evil passions. They are doomed to meet perdition.
إلا من تاب وآمن وعمل صالحا فأولئك يدخلون الجنة ولا يظلمون شيئا.
Different, however, will be the case of those who turn to God in repentance and believe and do righteous deeds. It is these to whom no injustice shall be done in the least, and will get their due rewards. They shall enter paradise.
جنات عدن التي وعد الرحمن عباده بالغيب إنه كان وعده مأتيا.
Gardens of eternity which the most gracious God has promised to his servants, while these gardens are yet hidden from the sight. His promise is sure to come true.
لا يسمعون فيها لغوا إلا سلاما ولهم رزقهم فيها بكرة وعشيا.
There they will hear no idle talk, but all that they hear will be only the greetings of peace. There they shall remain provided with their sustenance morning and evening, regularly and eternally.
تلك الجنة التي نورث من عبادنا من كان تقيا.
Such is the paradise which we give for a free gift and for an inheritance to those of our servants who guard against evil.
وما نتنزل إلا بأمر ربك له ما بين أيدينا وما خلفنا وما بين ذلك وما كان ربك نسيا.
And the angels will say to them, We, the angels, do not descend without the command of your Lord. To him belongs all that is before us, and all that is behind us, and all that is in between that. Your Lord is never forgetful, and will not neglect you.
رب السماوات والأرض وما بينهما فاعبده واصطبر لعبادته هل تعلم له سميا.
He is the Lord of the heavens and the earth, and all that is between the two. Worship him, therefore, and remain constant and steadfast in his worship. Do you not know that no one is his peer?
ويقول الإنسان أإذا ما مت لسوف أخرج حيا.
A human being disbelieving in the day of resurrection says, What? Shall I be really raised to life again when I am dead?
أولا يذكر الإنسان أنا خلقناه من قبل ولم يك شيئا.
Does not such a human being remember that we created him before, when he was nothing at all?
فوربك لنحشرنهم والشياطين ثم لنحضرنهم حول جهنم جثيا.
By your Lord, we will most certainly gather them together and their Satans as well. Then we shall bring them in every case, crouching on their knees to the environs of Gehenna.
ثم لننزعن من كل شيعة أيهم أشد على الرحمن عتيا.
Then shall we pick out from every group the vilest of them in disobedience to the most gracious God.
ثم لنحن أعلم بالذين هم أولى بها صليا.
Behold, we surely know best those who are the most deserving of being cast and burnt therein.
وَإِن مِّنكُمْ إِلَّا وَارِدُهَا كَانَ عَلَى رَبِّكَ حَتْمًا مَّقْضِيًّا.
There is none among you, O those condemned to hell, but he shall reach there. This is a promise binding on your Lord, an absolute decree.
ثُمَّ نُنَجِّي الَّذِينَ اتَّقَوا وَنَذَرُ الظَّالِمِينَ فِيهَا جِثِيًّا.
And let us tell you another thing. We shall save those who guard against evil and are righteous. We shall leave only the wrongdoing people therein, fallen on their knees.
وَإِذَا تُتْلَى عَلَيْهِمْ آيَاتُنَا بَيِّنَاتٍ قَالَ قال الذين كفروا للذين آمنوا أي الفريقين خير مقاما وأحسن نديا.
When our clear messages are recited to them, the disbelievers say to those who believe, which of the two parties of us is better in respect of position and makes more impressive society?
وَكَمْ أَهْلَكْنَا قَبْلَهُمْ مِنْ قَرْنٍ هُمْ أَحْسَنُ أَثَاثًا وَرِئْيًا.
And how many a generation have we destroyed before them, who were better off in assets and better in outward show and splendor than these?
قُلْ مَنْ كَانَ فِي الضَّلَالَةِ فَلْيَمْدُدْ لَهُ الرَّحْمَنُ مَدًّا حَتَّى إِذَا رَأَوْا مَا يُوعَدُونَ إِمَّا الْعَذَابَ وَإِمَّا السَّاعَةَ فسيعلمون من هو شر مكانا وأضعف جندا.
Say, the most gracious God gives those who are steeped in error long respite. But when such people see that with which they are threatened, be it some worldly punishment or the hour of complete and final destruction, they shall realize who is worse placed and weaker in forces.
وَيَزِيدُ اللَّهُ الَّذِينَ اهْتَدَوْا هُدًى وَالْبَاقِيَاتُ الصَّالِحَاتُ خَيْرٌ عِندَ رَبِّكَ ثَوَابًا وَخَيْرٌ مَرَدًّا.
To those who follow guidance, Allah gives increased guidance. And from the point of view of reward and ultimate return, you should bear in mind that the righteous deeds that last and endure are best in the sight of your Lord.
أَفَرَأَيْتَ الَّذِي كَفَرَ بِآيَاتِنَا وَقَالَ لَأُوتَيَنَّ مَالًا وَوَلَدًا.
Have you considered the case of one who denies our messages and says, I shall indeed be given great wealth and a number of children?
أَطَّلَعَ الْغَيْبَ أَمِ اتَّخَذَ عِندَ الرَّحْمَنِ عَهْدًا.
Has he looked into and gained knowledge of the unseen, or has he taken a promise from the most gracious God?
كَلَّا سَنَكْتُبُ مَا يَقُولُ وَنَمُدُّ لَهُ مِنَ الْعَذَابِ مَدًّا.
Indeed not. We shall certainly record what he goes on saying, and we shall continue prolonging for him the punishment to a great extent.
وَنَرِثُهُ مَا يَقُولُ وَيَأْتِينَا فَرْدًا.
And we shall remain after his leaving behind all that of which he talks so boastfully, and he shall come to us all alone.
وَاتَّخَذُوا مِن دُونِ اللَّهِ آلِهَةً لِيَكُونُوا لَهُمْ عِزًّا.
And they have chosen other gods besides Allah, that they may be a source of strength and honor to them.
كَلَّا سَيَكْفُرُونَ بِعِبَادَتِهِمْ وَيَكُونُونَ عَلَيْهِمْ ضِدًّا.
Not at all. They are utterly mistaken. They, their gods, will deny one day their worshipping them. They will turn hostile to them.
أَلَمْ تَرَ أَنَّا أَرْسَلْنَا الشَّيَاطِينَ عَلَى الْكَافِرِينَ تَؤُزُّهُمْ أَزًّا.
Have you not considered that we do not keep away Satans from the disbelievers by force? These Satans incite them greatly in their acts of disobedience.
فَلَا تَعْجَلْ عَلَيْهِمْ إِنَّمَا نَعُدُّ لَهُمْ عَدًّا.
So do not be impatient with regard to punishment against them. We are counting their time out, and we are also keeping full account of their deeds.
يوم نحشر المتقين إلى الرحمن وفدا.
Look forward to the day when the most gracious God shall gather those who guard against evil before him as honored delegates to bestow honors on them.
ونسوق المجرمين إلى جهنم وردا.
And we shall drive those who cut off ties with Allah to Jahannam like a herd of thirsty animals.
لا يملكون الشفاعة إلا من اتخذ عند الرحمن عهدا.
On that day, intercession shall be denied to all, save him who holds a promise from the most gracious God.
وقالوا اتخذ الرحمن ولدا.
Some say, the most gracious God has taken to himself a son, who will be our intercessor.
لقد جئتم شيئا إدا.
Say, you have indeed uttered something exceedingly abominable and hideous.
تكاد السماوات يتفطرن منه وتنشق الأرض وتخر الجبال هدا.
The heavens are about to burst on account of that, and the earth about to split asunder, and the mountains to fall down in pieces.
أن دعوا للرحمن ولدا.
Because they have ascribed a son to the most gracious God.
وما ينبغي للرحمن أن يتخذ ولدا.
Whereas it does not behove the most gracious God that he should take to himself a son.
إن كل من في السماوات والأرض إلا آتي الرحمن عبدا.
Whoever is in the heavens and the earth shall come before the most gracious God in complete submission as a bondsman would.
لقد أحصاهم وعدهم عدا.
He indeed comprehends them by his infinite knowledge, and having full power over them, he has numbered them all exactly.
وكلهم آتيه يوم القيامة فردا.
And they shall all come to him on the day of resurrection, all by themselves.
إن الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات سيجعل لهم الرحمن ودا.
Those who believe and do deeds of righteousness, the most gracious God will surely bring about in the hearts of the people fondest love for them.
فإنما يسرناه بلسانك لتبشر به المتقين وتنذر به قوما لدا.
Prophet, we have made this Quran easy by revealing it in your own tongue, that you may give glad tidings thereby to those who guard against evil and warn thereby a people stubbornly given to contention.
وكم أهلكنا قبلهم من قرن هل تحس منهم من أحد أو تسمع لهم ركزا.
Many a generation have we destroyed before them. Can you find so much as a single one of them, or can you even hear a whisper of them? Ha, perfect man, be at rest. With the name of Allah, the most gracious, the ever merciful. Ha, O perfect man, be at rest.
ما أنزلنا عليك القرآن لتشقى.
We have not revealed this Quran to you, that you should fail in your mission.
إلا تذكرة لمن يخشى.
but it is a reminder of things inherent in human nature to him who stands in awe to God.
تنزيلا ممن خلق الأرض والسماوات العلا.
And a revelation from him who created the earth and the high heavens.
الرحمن على العرش استوى.
He is the most gracious God, who is firmly and flawlessly established on his throne of power.
له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض وما بينهما وما تحت الثرى.
All that is in the heavens and all that is on the earth and all that lies between them and all that lies deep under the moist subsoil belongs to him.
وَإِن تَجْهَرْ بِالْقَوْلِ فَإِنَّهُ يَعْلَمُ السِّرَّ وَأَخْفَى.
If you speak aloud, he does not stand in need of it. He knows the secret thought, as well as that which is yet deeper hidden.
الله لا إله إلا هو له الأسماء الحسنى.
He is Allah. There is no other, cannot be, and will never be one worthy of worship but He. All of the most beautiful attributes belong to Him.
وهل أتاك حديث موسى.
You must have surely received the narrative about Moses.
إذ رأى نارا فقال لأهلهم كثوا إني آنست نارا لعلي آتيكم منها بقبس أو أجد على النار هدى.
When he saw a fire, he said to his companions, "Stay here, for I perceive a fire creating feelings of love and affection. I hope I may bring you a firebrand from there. Rather, I feel that I would find some guidance at the fire."
فلما أتاها نودي يا موسى.
And when he came close to this fire, he was hailed, "O Moses,
إني أنا ربك فاخلع نعليك إنك بالوادي المقدس طوى.
Verily, I alone am your Lord. So take off your shoes and stay, and make your heart free from every care, for you are in the sacred valley of Tuwa.
وأنا اخترتك فاستمع لما يوحى.
And I have chosen you, therefore listen to what is revealed to you.
إنني أنا الله لا إله إلا أنا فاعبدني وأقم الصلاة لذكري.
I and I alone am Allah. There cannot be, is no other, and will never be one worthy of worship but I. Therefore worship me alone, and observe prayer, so that you may keep me in mind.
إن الساعة آتية أكاد أخفيها لتجزى كل نفس بما تسعى.
Surely the hour of resurrection is bound to come. I am about to unveil it, so that every soul may be rewarded in accordance with its endeavor.
فلا يصدنك عنها من لا يؤمن بها واتبع هواه فتردى.
So do not allow the person who does not believe in it, but pursues his own low desires, turn you away from believing it, lest you perish.
وما تلك بيمينك يا موسى
Moses, what is that you have in your right hand?
قال هي عصاي أتوكأ عليها وأهش بها على غنمي ولي فيها مآرب أخرى.
Moses replied, This is my staff. I lean on it and bear down leaves for my sheep with it, and it serves also my many other needs.
قال ألقها يا موسى.
The Lord said, Moses, cast it down.
فألقاها فإذا هي حية تسعى.
So he cast it down, and lo, it was like a serpent running about.
قال خذها ولا تخف سنعيدها سيرتها الأولى.
The Lord said, Get hold of it, and do not fear. We shall restore it to its former state.
واضمم يدك إلى جناحك تخرج بيضاء من غير سوء آية أخرى.
And put your hand close under your armpit. It shall come forth shining white, without any disease, providing you with another sign.
لنريك من آياتنا الكبرى.
We have given you these signs, so that we may show you some of our greater signs.
اذهب إلى فرعون إنه طغى.
Go to Pharaoh. He has indeed exceeded all limits.
قال رب اشرح لي صدري.
Moses said, My Lord, if you have chosen me for this mission, enlighten my mind.
ويسر لي أمري.
And make my task easy for me.
واحلل عقدة من لساني.
And remove the impediments from my tongue,
يفقه قولي.
so that they may understand my speech.
واجعل لي وزيرا من أهلي.
And grant me a helper from my family,
هارون أخي.
Aaron, my brother.
أشدد به أزري.
Raise my strength through him,
وأشركه في أمري.
and associate him in my task,
كي نسبحك كثيرا.
that we may glorify you over and over,
ونذكرك كثيرا.
and spread your name far and wide.
إنك كنت بنا بصيرا.
Surely you are indeed ever watchful over us.
قال قد أوتيت سؤلك يا موسى.
The Lord said, Moses, you are granted what you have prayed for.
ولقد مننا عليك مرة أخرى.
And we did confer on you a favor once before,
إذ أوحينا إلى أمك ما يوحى.
when we revealed to your mother that which was an important revelation, saying,
أن اقذفيه في التابوت فاقذفيه في اليم فليلقه اليم بالساحل يأخذه عدو لي وعدو له وألقيت عليك محبة مني ولتصنع على عيني.
Place him, Moses, in the chest and put it into the river. The river will cast it onto the bank, and the person who is my enemy as well as his will pick him up. and I endowed you with my love, with the result that you were brought up before my eyes and under my protection.
إذ تمشي أختك فتقول هل أدلكم على من يكفله فرجعناك إلى أمك كي تقر عينها ولا تحزن وقتلت نفسا فنجيناك من الغم وفتناك فتونا فلبثت سنين في أهل مدين ثم جئت على قدر يا موسى.
We bestowed another favor on you when your sister walked along the bank by the floating chest and said to those who picked up the chest from the bank of the river, "Shall I guide you to one, a nurse, who will take charge of him?" In this way, we restored you to your mother that she might be consoled and should not grieve. And it came to pass that you killed a person, but we delivered you from anguish. Then we purified you with various trials, and you stayed for a number of years among the people of Midian. It was only then when you were properly groomed and came up to the standard set by us.
واصطنعتك لنفسي.
And I, having made you perfect, have chosen you for myself.
اذهب أنت وأخوك بآياتي ولا تنيا في ذكري.
Go you and your brother Aaron with my messages, and do not be remiss in remembering me.
اذهبا إلى فرعون إنه طغى.
Go to Pharaoh, both of you, for he has transgressed all limits.
فقولا له قولا لينا لعله يتذكر أو يخشى.
But speak to him with a gentle speech. Maybe he pays heed and fears the consequences.
قالا ربنا إننا نخاف أن يفرط علينا أو أن يطغى.
Both Moses and Aaron said, "Our Lord, we fear lest he, Pharaoh, should hasten to do us some harm or exceed all limits in transgression against you."
قال لا تخافا إنني معكما أسمع وأرى.
The Lord said, "Have no fear. I am with you both. I hear prayers and I see your condition."
فأتياه فقولا إنا رسولا ربك فأرسل معنا بني إسرائيل ولا تعذبهم قد جئناك بآية من ربك والسلام على من اتبع الهدى.
So go to him, both of you, and say, "We are the messengers of your Lord, so let the children of Israel go with us and do not torture them. We have come to you with a message from your Lord." Peace will be upon him who follows the guidance.
إنا قد أوحي إلينا أن العذاب على من كذب وتولى.
It has been revealed to us that the punishment comes upon him who cries lies to his messages and turns away.
قال فمن ربكما يا موسى.
When they had delivered the message of God, Pharaoh said, "Moses, who then is the Lord of you two, in whose kingdom you want to settle down?"
قال ربنا الذي أعطى كل شيء خلقه ثم هدى.
Moses said, "Our Lord is he who gives every creation its proper form and character, and then guides them along the path of evolution in order to attain perfection and to do proper functions."
قال فما بال القرون الأولى
Pharaoh said, "What will be the fate of the former generations who did not believe in these things?"
قال علمها عند ربي في كتاب لا يضل ربي ولا ينسى.
Moses said, "The knowledge of that is with my Lord, recorded in a book. My Lord neither errs nor forgets."
الذي جعل لكم الأرض مهدا وسلك لكم فيها سبلا وأنزل من السماء ماء فأخرجنا به أزواجا من نبات شتى.
It is he who made the earth a bed for you and has threaded it with pathways for you. He sends down rain from the clouds. We bring forth by means of this water pairs of vegetation of diverse kinds.
كلوا وارعوا أنعامكم إن في ذلك لآيات لأولي النهى.
So that you may eat it and pasture your cattle upon it. Verily, in all this there are signs for the people possessing sound reason.
منها خلقناكم وفيها نعيدكم ومنها نخرجكم تارة أخرى.
We have created you from this universe, and into this we will make you return, and from this we will raise you to life a second time.
وَلَقَدْ أَرَيْنَاهُ آيَاتِنَا كُلَّهَا فَكَذَّبَ وَأَبَى.
And we showed him, Pharaoh, all sorts of our signs. But even then, he went on denying them and refused to believe.
قال أجئتنا لتخرجنا من أرضنا بسحرك يا موسى.
He said, "Moses, have you come to us to turn us out of our country on the basis of your sorcery?"
فلنأتينك بسحر مثله فاجعل بيننا وبينك موعدا لا نخلفه نحن ولا أنت مكانا سوى.
But we too shall certainly meet you with a matching sorcery. Make an appointment of time and place between us, which appointment neither we nor you shall fail to keep. Let the meeting be at a place fair for us both.
قال موعدكم يوم الزينة وأن يحشر الناس ضحى.
Moses said, "The day of the festival will be the day of your appointment, and let the people be assembled when the sun is risen high."
فتولى فرعون فجمع كيده ثم أتى.
Pharaoh then withdrew and concerted his plan, then came at the appointed time and place for the contest.
قال لهم موسى ويلكم لا تفتروا على الله كذبا فيسحتكم بعذاب وقد خاب من افترى.
Moses said to them, "Woe to you! Forge no lies in the name of Allah, or he shall destroy you utterly by some calamity, and surely he who forges a lie in the name of Allah has ever been unsuccessful."
فتنازعوا أمرهم بينهم وأسروا النجوى.
Upon this, they, Pharaoh and his courtiers began arguing their affair among themselves and kept their discourse secret.
قالوا إن هذان لساحران يريدان أن يخرجاكم من أرضكم بسحرهما ويذهبا بطريقتكم المثلى.
They said, "Surely these two brothers, Moses and Aaron, are sorcerers who seek to drive you out of your country by dint of their sorcery, and to do away with your ideal religious traditions."
فأجمعوا كيدكم ثم أتوا صفا وقد أفلح اليوم من استعلى.
Therefore, you had better consolidate your resources, then come forward and arrayed in a body, and indeed he alone who gains the upper hand and wins shall be successful today.
قالوا يا موسى إما أن تلقي وإما أن نكون أول من ألقى.
The sorcerers said, "Moses, either you present first what you have, or we shall be the first to present what we have."
قال بل ألقوا فإذا حبالهم وعصيهم يخيل إليه من سحرهم أنها تسعى.
Moses said, "Nay, you present first what you have." Accordingly, they were the first to present. No sooner did they present them, lo, their cords and their staves appeared to him by their trickstery only as though they ran about.
فأوجس في نفسه خيفة موسى.
So Moses felt afraid in his mind, lest the people be misled by their glittering tricks.
قلنا لا تخف إنك أنت الأعلى.
We said to him, "Have no fear. Surely it is you who shall be the uppermost."
وألق ما في يمينك تلقف ما صنعوا إنما صنعوا كيد ساحر ولا يفلح الساحر حيث أتى.
Now cast down on the ground that staff which you have in your right hand. It will destroy all their artifices, for all they have wrought is nothing more than a device of a sorcerer, and the beguiler shall never succeed whichever way he may choose to beguile.
فألقي السحرة سجدا قالوا آمنا برب هارون وموسى.
Then it so happened that the sorcerers were instantly made to fall down prostrate. They said, "We believe in the Lord of Aaron and Moses."
قال آمنتم له قبل أن آذن لكم إنه لكبيركم الذي علمكم السحر فلأقطعن أيديكم وأرجلكم من خلاف ولأصلبنكم في جذوع النخل ولتعلمن أينا أشد عذابا وأبقى.
Pharaoh said, "Dared you believe in him, Moses, before I give you permission? He, Moses, must be your chief who has taught you sorcery. I will certainly cut off your hands and feet on alternate sides by way of punishment because of your disobedience. I will surely crucify you to death on the trunks of palm trees, and you shall of a certainty come to know which of us can inflict a more severe and more abiding punishment."
قالوا لن نؤثرك على ما جاءنا من البينات والذي فطرنا فاقض ما أنت قاض إنما تقضي هذه الحياة الدنيا.
They, the sorcerers, said, "We will certainly never prefer you to the clear proofs and signs that have come to us, nor to him who originated us. You may decide what you like to decide. You can only decree concerning this present life and put an end to it."
إنا آمنا بربنا ليغفر لنا خطايانا وما أكرهتنا عليه من السحر والله خير وأبقى.
We have surely believed in our Lord, that he may protect us against our faults and particularly forgive us the sorcery which you did constrain us to practice. Allah is the best and ever abiding.
إنه من يأت ربه مجرما فإن له جهنم لا يموت فيها ولا يحيا.
Verily, he who comes to his Lord in a state of sin, he will surely be consigned to Jahannam, where he shall neither die nor live.
ومن يأته مؤمنا قد عمل الصالحات فأولئك لهم الدرجات العلا.
But those who come to him as believers, having done deeds of righteousness, there await them indeed exalted ranks.
جنات عدن تجري من تحتها الأنهار خالدين فيها وذلك جزاء من تزكى.
Gardens of eternity, served with running streams, there they will abide. Such is the reward of those who keep themselves ever pure.
وَلَقَدْ أَوْحَيْنَا إِلَى مُوسَىٰ أَنْ أَسْرِ بِعِبَادِي فَاضْرِبْ لَهُمْ طَرِيقًا فِي الْبَحْرِ يَبَسًا لَا تَخَافُ دَرَكًا وَلَا تَخْشَىٰ.
And we directed Moses by revelation, "Take away my servants by night, and take them along a dry path through the wide plain. You will not be afraid of being overtaken, nor will you have any cause of fear of being drowned."
فأتبعهم فرعون بجنوده فغشيهم من اليم ما غشيهم.
Now Pharaoh pursued them with his armies, but there covered them that tide of the sea which engulfed them completely.
وأضل فرعون قومه وما هدى.
Indeed, Pharaoh caused his people to perish, and did not lead them in the right way.
يا بني إسرائيل قد أنجيناكم من عدوكم وواعدناكم جانب الطور الأيمن ونزلنا عليكم المن والسلوى.
O children of Israel, we delivered you from your enemy and made a covenant with you on the right and blessed side of the Mount Sinai, and we got manna and quail to be sent down to you.
كلوا من طيبات ما رزقناكم ولا تطغوا فيه فيحل عليكم غضبي ومن يحلل عليه غضبي فقد هوى.
And it was also said, "Eat of the good and pure things we have provided you, and do not exceed the limits in this respect, or my displeasure shall descend upon you. Indeed, lost are those on whom my displeasure descends.
وَإِنِّي لَغَفَّارٌ لِمَن تَابَ وَآمَنَ وَعَمِلَ صَالِحًا ثُمَّ اهْتَدَى.
But surely I am greatly protecting to him who turns to me in repentance and believes and does righteous deeds and then sticks to guidance.
وَمَا أَعْجَلَكَ عَن قَوْمِكَ يَا مُوسَى.
When Moses went to the mount, God said, Moses, what has made you depart from your people in such haste?
قَالَ هُمْ أُولَاءِ عَلَىٰ أَثَرِي وَعَجِلْتُ إِلَيْكَ رَبِّ لِتَرْضَىٰ.
Moses said, They are close on my heels, and I have hastened to you, my Lord, that you might be pleased.
قَالَ فَإِنَّا قَدْ فَتَنَّا قَوْمَكَ مِن بَعْدِكَ وَأَضَلَّهُمُ السَّامِرِيُّ.
The Lord said, We have distinguished your people, the good from the bad, in your absence, and the Samiri has led them astray.
فرجع موسى إلى قومه غضبان أسفا قال يا قوم ألم يعدكم ربكم وعدا حسنا أفطال عليكم العهد أم أردتم أن يحل عليكم غضب من ربكم فأخلفتم موعدي.
So Moses returned to his people, indignant and sorrowful. Reaching there, he said, My people, did your Lord not make you a gracious promise? Did then the promised time of 40 nights and days seem too long to you? Rather you desired that displeasure from your Lord should descend upon you, and that is why you failed in your promise with me?
قالوا ما أخلفنا موعدك بملكنا ولكننا حملنا أوزارا من زينة القوم فقذفناها فكذلك ألقى السامري.
They said, We have not willfully failed to keep our promise with you, but the thing is that we were laden with loads of the jewelry of the Egyptian people, and we threw them away into the fire. That was what the Samiri suggested.
فأخرج لهم عجلا جسدا له خوار فقالوا هذا إلهكم وإله موسى فنسي.
Then it came to pass that he, Samiri, produced an effigy of a calf for the people to worship, a mere body without a soul, which emitted a lowing sound. And then they, the Samiri and his followers, said, This is your God as well as that of Moses. So he, Samiri, gave up the religion of Moses.
أفلا يرون ألا يرجع إليهم قولا ولا يملك لهم ضرا ولا نفعا.
Could they not see that this calf made them no answer and could neither avoid harm to them nor do good to any?
وَلَقَدْ قَالَ لَهُمْ هَارُونُ مِنْ قَبْلُ يَا قَوْمِ إِنَّمَا فُتِنْتُمْ بِهِ وَإِنَّ رَبَّكُمُ الرَّحْمَنُ فَاتَّبِعُونِي وَأَطِيعُوا أَمْرِي.
Aaron had indeed said to them before the return of Moses from the mount, My people, you have only been tried by this calf. Surely the most gracious God is your Lord. So follow me and carry out my biddings.
قالوا لن نبرح عليه عاكفين حتى يرجع إلينا موسى.
They said, "We will never give up to cleave to the worship of this calf until Moses returns to us."
قال يا هارون ما منعك إذ رأيتهم ضلوا.
Moses, turning to Aaron, said, "Aaron, when you saw them going astray, what prevented you
ألا تتبعني أفعصيت أمري.
from following me and punishing them? Dared you then disobey my biddings?"
قال يا ابن أم لا تأخذ بلحيتي ولا برأسي إني خشيت أن تقول فرقت بين بني إسرائيل ولم ترقب قولي.
Aaron said, "O son of my mother, do not hold me by my beard nor pull me by my head. If I was not strict to them, it was because I was afraid lest you should say, 'You have caused a disruption among the children of Israel and did not preserve my word.'"
قال فما خطبك يا سامري.
Moses now called upon Samiri to account for it and said, "What were you after by acting as you did, O Samiri?"
قال بصرت بما لم يبصروا به فقبضت قبضة من أثر الرسول فنبذتها وكذلك سولت لي نفسي.
He said, "I perceived that which they did not perceive, my perception and insight being stronger than theirs. I had adopted only some of the traditions and the teachings of the messenger, but that too I cast away. That is what my mind made fair seeming to me."
قال فاذهب فإن لك في الحياة أن تقول لا مساس وإن لك موعدا لن تخلفه وانظر إلى إلهك الذي ظلت عليه عاكفا لنحرقنه ثم لننسفنه في اليم نسفا.
Moses said, "Begone then, if it is so. It shall be your punishment to proclaim yourself an untouchable throughout your life. Not only that, but there awaits yet another threat of punishment of the hereafter for you, from which you will have no escape. Now look at the God to which you remain so ardently devoted as a worshiper. We will destroy it utterly, and then we will scatter it away into the sea."
إنما إلهكم الله الذي لا إله إلا هو وسع كل شيء علما.
Moses, then addressing his people, said, "Your God is only Allah. There is no other, cannot be, and will never be one worthy of worship but He. He comprehends all things in His knowledge."
كذلك نقص عليك من أنباء ما قد سبق وقد آتيناك من لدنا ذكرا.
In this way do we relate to you some of the important news of the days gone by, and we have indeed granted you from us a sublime reminder.
من أعرض عنه فإنه يحمل يوم القيامة وزرا.
Those who turn away from this shall bear a heavy burden on the day of resurrection.
خالدين فيه وساء لهم يوم القيامة حملا.
Abiding thereunder, and grievous will the encumbrance be to them on the day of resurrection.
يوم ينفخ في الصور ونحشر المجرمين يومئذ زرقا.
The day when the trumpet shall be blown, And on that day we shall gather the sinners together, blue-eyed, the spiritually blind ones.
يتخافتون بينهم إن لبثتم إلا عشرا.
They will talk one to another in a hushed voice, consulting together and planning in secret and saying, "You have lived only for 10 centuries."
نحن أعلم بما يقولون إذ يقول أمثلهم طريقة إن لبثتم إلا يوما.
We know best what they will say, when the one of the most upright conduct among them will say, "You have lived here only for a day."
ويسألونك عن الجبال فقل ينسفها ربي نسفا.
They ask you about the mountains. Say, "My Lord will blow them up completely and scatter them as dust."
فيذرها قاعا صفصفا.
And he will render them a desolate and a level plain.
لا ترى فيها عوجا ولا أمتا.
Where you will find no curve, no depression, and no elevation.
يومئذ يتبعون الداعي لا عوج له وخشعت الأصوات للرحمن فلا تسمع إلا همسا.
On that day, they will follow the call of him, the Holy Prophet, in the teachings of whom is no crookedness. All voices shall be hushed up before the most gracious God, so you will hear nothing but a faint murmur.
يومئذ لا تنفع الشفاعة إلا من أذن له الرحمن ورضي له قولا.
On that day no intercession shall help anybody except that of him whom the most gracious God grants permission, and with whose sayings and doings he is pleased.
يعلم ما بين أيديهم وما خلفهم ولا يحيطون به علما.
God knows all that is before them and all that is behind them. They cannot encompass him with their knowledge.
وعنت الوجوه للحي القيوم وقد خاب من حمل ظلما.
And all persons shall humble themselves before the living, the self-subsisting, and all-sustaining God. And he who bears the burden of iniquity shall indeed fail in his objective.
ومن يعمل من الصالحات وهو مؤمن فلا يخاف ظلما ولا هضما.
But he who does deeds of righteousness and is a believer will have no fear that he will be deprived of his reward or suffer any withholding of his dues.
وكذلك أنزلناه قرآنا عربيا وصرفنا فيه من الوعيد لعلهم يتقون أو يحدث لهم ذكرا.
Just as we have revealed these verses, we have revealed the entire Quran in Arabic. We have explained in it in various ways our warnings against refusal and evil doings, so that the people may guard against evil and become righteous. Or rather, this Quran will bring forth for them a great glory and eminence.
فتعالى الله الملك الحق ولا تعجل بالقرآن من قبل أن يقضى إليك وحيه وقل رب زدني علما.
Highly exalted is therefore Allah, the true King, and make no haste to recite the Quran, and anticipate the early fulfillment of its prophecies, before its revelation is completed to you. But say in prayer, My Lord, increase me in knowledge.
وَلَقَدْ عَهِدْنَا إِلَىٰ آدَمَ مِن قَبْلُ فَنَسِيَ وَلَمْ نَجِدْ لَهُ عَزْمًا.
We had given a stern command to Adam before this, but he forgot, and we found no resolve on his part to disobey us.
وَإِذْ قُلْنَا لِلْمَلَائِكَةِ اسْجُدُوا لِآدَمَ فَسَجَدُوا إِلَّا إِبْلِيسَ أَبَى.
And recall the time when we said to the angels, Make obeisance to Adam and his sons. They all made obeisance, but Iblis did not. He refused to submit.
فَقُلْنَا يَا آدَمُ إِنَّ هَذَا عَدُوٌّ لَكَ وَلِزَوْجِكَ فَلَا يُخْرِجَنَّكُمَا مِنَ الْجَنَّةِ فَتَشْقَى.
At this we said, Adam, surely this fellow is an enemy to you and to your wife. Take care that he does not turn you both out of the garden of earthly bliss, lest you fall into trouble.
إِنَّ لَكَ أَلَّا تَجُوعَ فِيهَا وَلَا تَعْرَى.
It is provided for you that here you shall not feel hunger, nor shall you go naked.
وَأَنَّكَ لَا تَظْمَأُ فِيهَا وَلَا تَضْحَى.
And that here you shall feel no thirst, nor will you be exposed to the sun.
فوسوس إليه الشيطان قال يا آدم هل أدلك على شجرة الخلد وملك لا يبلى.
But Satan made an evil suggestion to him. He said, Adam, shall I direct you to the tree which leads to eternal life and a kingdom which never decays?
فأكلا منها فبدت لهما سوآتهما وطفقا يخصفان عليهما من ورق الجنة وعصى آدم ربه فغوى.
So they, Adam and his wife, ate from that tree, so that their shortcomings became unveiled to them, and they began to cover themselves with the leaves of the garden. Adam did not observe the commandment of his Lord, so he became miserable.
ثم اجتباه ربه فتاب عليه وهدى.
Then it came to pass that his Lord chose him for his benedictions, and turned to him with mercy and guided him to the right path.
قال اهبطا منها جميعا بعضكم لبعض عدو فإما يأتينكم مني هدى فمن اتبع هداي فلا يضل ولا يشقى.
The Lord said, Go hence, both parties, one and all, you being enemies one to another. There shall most certainly come to you guidance from me. Bear in mind the law that he who follows my guidance shall not be lost, nor shall he be unhappy.
ومن أعرض عن ذكري فإن له معيشة ضنكا ونحشره يوم القيامة أعمى.
But he who turns away from my remembrance, he shall surely lead a straitened life. And what is more, we shall raise him up blind on the day of resurrection.
قال رب لم حشرتني أعمى وقد كنت بصيرا.
He will say, My Lord, what for have you raised me up in a state of blindness, while I possessed good sight before?
قال كذلك أتتك آياتنا فنسيتها وكذلك اليوم تنسى.
He, the Lord, will say, that is how you acted. Our signs came to you, but you disregarded them. This day you will be disregarded in the like manner.
وكذلك نجزي من أسرف ولم يؤمن بآيات ربه ولعذاب الآخرة أشد وأبقى.
That is how we recompense him who transgresses and does not believe in the messages of his Lord. Indeed, the punishment of the hereafter is extremely terrible and even more enduring.
أفلم يهد لهم كم أهلكنا قبلهم من القرون يمشون في مساكنهم إن في ذلك لآيات لأولي النهى.
Does it afford them no guidance that we destroyed before them many a generation, in whose dwellings they now go about? Indeed, in this there are signs for those who possess understanding.
ولولا كلمة سبقت من ربك لكان لزاما وأجل مسمى.
But for a word of promise already made by your Lord, and the term already fixed for them, the inevitable would surely have befallen them by now.
فاصبر على ما يقولون وسبح بحمد ربك قبل طلوع الشمس وقبل غروبها ومن آناء الليل فسبح وأطراف النهار لعلك ترضى.
Hence, put up patiently with them what they say, and glorify your Lord with his praise before the rising of the sun and before its setting, and glorify him during the hours of the night and at the ends of the day in prayers, that you may attain real happiness and true bliss.
ولا تمدن عينيك إلى ما متعنا به أزواجا منهم زهرة الحياة الدنيا لنفتنهم فيه ورزق ربك خير وأبقى.
Do not strain your eyes towards and hanker after the glamours of this world, which some groups of these disbelievers have been provided by us, that we may distinguish the good from the bad through that. The provisions of your Lord and his gifts are far better and more lasting than all this.
وَأْمُرْ أَهْلَكَ بِالصَّلَاةِ وَاصْطَبِرْ عَلَيْهَا لَا نَسْأَلُكَ رِزْقًا نَحْنُ نَرْزُقُكَ وَالْعَاقِبَةُ لِلتَّقْوَى.
And bid your people to pray, and be constant and steadfast therein. We do not ask you to provide sustenance for us. It is we who provide sustenance for you. The good future lies in guarding against evil.
وَقَالُوا لَوْلَا يَأْتِينَا بِآيَةٍ مِّن رَّبِّهِ أَوَلَمْ تَأْتِهِم بَيِّنَةُ مَا فِي الصُّحُفِ الْأُولَى.
And these opponents say, why does he bring us no sign from his Lord? Has there not come to them a clear evidence about the advent of this prophet from what it is contained in the former scriptures?
وَلَوْ أَنَّا أَهْلَكْنَاهُم بِعَذَابٍ مِّن قَبْلِهِ لقالوا ربنا لولا أرسلت إلينا رسولا فنتبع آياتك من قبل أن نذل ونخزى.
Had we punished and destroyed them with a calamity before the advent of this prophet, they would have certainly said, Our Lord, why did you not send a messenger to us, so that we might have followed your commandments before we were humiliated and disgraced?
قل كل متربص فتربصوا فستعلمون من أصحاب الصراط السوي ومن اهتدى.
Say, each one of us awaits the end. Therefore, wait you also. You will soon come to know who are the people of the right path, and who followed right guidance, and who do not.